I watched every movie released after 2000 which has 1 million plus IMDb votes. You have to understand one thing. Each and every movie I mention in this video you must watch, not because I say so, because they are this century's best movies. Not according to me, according to IMDb. They have 1 million plus votes. For your comfort, let me tell you this. Movies like Blade Runner or Dune are not mentioned in this video because they have around 500k votes each. For Indians to understand what scale I'm talking about, if you combine all the IMDb votes of KGF, Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Bahubali 1 and 2, RRR, you get around 700k votes. Now that I've convinced you all that you must watch each and every movie mentioned in this video, let us begin. I'll add the timestamps for each and every movie in the description, so if you've watched any, you can go watch that part, fall in love with me, binge the rest of my videos, you're welcome. Now as always, I'll be covering this video genre by genre. What genres are we talking today? I'll add that in the description too. The first genre we'll talk about today is science fiction. Fun fact, all the 3 movies I'm going to mention in this genre are directed by Christopher Nolan, names of which are Inception, Interstellar and The Prestige. Let us talk about Inception first. This movie was nominated for 8 Oscars and won 4 of them. Damn. By the way, many of the movies mentioned in this video have won Oscars, so in what category they have won Oscars, you'll see that on screen. We'll discuss about the cast now. We have Leonardo DiCaprio as the lead, and that actor is a goddamn pro. When it comes to acting, he nails it. Also, he's going to be lead in a lot of movies I mentioned in this video. Look, according to me, Leonardo DiCaprio is the best actor of this century ever. I have seen many actors act. The best of them fail to depict a situation, but this man never fails. You want him to be a hero, he'll be a hero. You want him to be a villain, you should see him in Django Unchained. Well, we'll talk about it later in this video. This movie also stars Cillian Murphy. Many of you must be knowing him by the name of Shelby or Oppenheimer. He is also a very good actor. I'm really excited for Oppenheimer, by the way. Inception also has Ken Watanabe. He is my favorite Japanese actor. He's like Irfan Khan of Japan. Stars in a lot of Hollywood movies. Now talking about the movie. As I said, this video is about greatest movies of this century, so it's gonna take a while. So far we have only discussed one movie or are discussing one movie, so good luck for sticking around, guys. I promise you people, the facts I'm going to tell in this video or the knowledge I'm going to give you all is going to blow your mind, because when I connected the dots, I was stunned. This movie has won these many Oscars. This actor stars in both of these movies. He won these many Oscars. When you connect all those dots, you just feel good about yourself. I don't know why. But I assure you people, I will present a fraction of my knowledge to you people in the easiest way possible so you people can digest it. Okay, back to Inception. A lot of people say it is very confusing, but if you watch it with all your attention, you might understand it. I mean, sometimes it does get hard to keep a track on what level of dream they are, but you all connect the dots in the end anyway. So yeah, nice movie, definitely should watch. And if you have already watched the movie and did not like it, you can carry on with Chhota Bheem because you failed to understand this movie. Now let's move on to the next movie, The Prestige. Ladies and gentlemen, this movie stars 2 of the greatest superhero portrayers, Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman. This movie is about 2 AB non-Indians. It means magic here in India. It's insane. It'll blow your mind when you'll know how Hugh Jackman did what he did. You're gonna go like. Talking about this movie's cast, in fact, all of the movies I'm going to mention in this video, they all have actors so good, you hold your breath when they act on screen. All of these movies are perfect examples of how actors can only act and influence you for the rest of your life. This is not the script talking. I have each and every movie's name in my mind. I am never going to forget any of these movies or the actors or directors. That's the kind of impact these movies left on me, and that is exactly the kind of impact they're going to leave on you. The next movie of this genre, which is also the best of these 3. In fact, it is the best sci-fi movie ever produced. Interstellar, ladies and gentlemen. Everything about the movie is perfect. This movie cannot be expressed in words, but I'll try my best. When I watched it yesterday, my heart was pumping faster than ever. You cannot believe the awe I was in. I cannot put the kind of feelings I had in words. And when the credits rolled up, I was like, what? What did I just watch? What? Damn, Christopher Nolan is indeed the best director to ever live. I mean, the visual effects, the background music, damn. Cornfield Chase is in my Spotify the rest of my life. Damn, Hans, damn. No dialogue in this movie was wasted. Each and every dialogue had a meaning. When Cooper had that conversation with Cooper at the end of this film, it was all up to it. Everything was up to the point. The stuff I have watched in this movie, I can't. Chris, what have you done? What have you done? People, I'm going to watch this movie each and every year from now to remind myself how good a movie can be, to remind myself how good actors can act, to raise my fallen standards. I'm going to watch it each and every year from now. There's a lot of other things I want to talk about the movie, but we don't want to make this video long, so I'll make a separate dedicated video on Interstellar. That was the last movie of science fiction genre. Now, let's move on to the next genre. The genre we'll be discussing now is drama. I'm going to talk about two movies, both of them directed by Quentin Tarantino. Now, two most important people in both of the movies are Quentin Tarantino and Christoph Waltz. Christoph Waltz made these movies legendary. If it weren't for Christoph Waltz, these movies would be nominated. Now, Christoph Waltz is only nominated for Oscars 2 times. But fun fact, he won both of them. The categories being the Best Supporting Actor for Inglorious Basterds and Django Unchained. Ladies and gentlemen, these two are the best drama movies of this century. Let's talk about Django Unchained. It's about a bounty hunter and a slave. Leo is in the movie as a villain, and that scene where Leo finds out that Django and King are fucking with him. God damn the acting he has done in that scene. For some reason, I was shivering. Django Unchained is also the best action movie out there. All the gunfights were one of a kind. The movie has 2 Oscars, one from Christoph, other from Quentin. Damn it, Christoph is in my head for the rest of my life. The next movie in this list is about Jew killing. Again, I would like to talk about Christoph Waltz. As I said, he got this movie the Best Supporting Actor Oscar, and he played General Hans Landa in it. He is one of the most terrifying villains to ever live. Trust me, when you watch this movie, when you watch the first chapter of this movie and you watch, there's Hans Landa comes to our house and he talks for the rest of the 15. There's a 15-minute scene dedicated. There are dialogues thrown by Christoph Waltz, and those 15 minutes, I was goddamn holding my breath. His acting is so good. You can feel his brutality. Damn it, Christoph Waltz, you're great. I can't talk enough of Christoph Waltz. I'm telling you, Brad Pitt was in this movie and he's one of my favorite actors. But for some reason, I wanted his scene to end quickly and move on to Christoph Waltz. This 2 movies is all it took. 2 movies, Django Unchained and Inglorious Basterds. Great, Christoph. Next genre we'll talk about is action adventure, and my favorite movie in this genre is Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl. Yes, only the first movie is in the list. As always, Hans Zimmer has given this movie a beautiful background music. The thing about this movie, why people, including myself, watch this movie again and again, is Johnny Depp. Jack Sparrow is the reason why everybody watches this franchise. Jack Sparrow is a name no one forgets. Johnny Depp has played Jack Sparrow unexceptionally beautiful. Johnny Depp is so influencing playing Jack Sparrow. I was acting like Jack Sparrow for the next month or so, talking like a drunkard, doing this and that, the expressions Jack Sparrow does. Also, I don't think I'd be able to watch Pirates of the Caribbean without Johnny. I mean, Barbie is fine. Harley is also fine. But Jack Sparrow, you don't fuck with that emotion. Okay, moving on to the next movie, Mad Max Fury Road. I have to say this, the action sequences in this movie are awesome. All that rush I got after watching all those monstrous chases. Tom Hardy has done an excellent job as always. But the more important character in this movie is Furiosa, played by Charlize Theron. That character has a bright future. And she is so good when it comes to acting. She is the best badass actor I have ever witnessed. You see what I did there? With witness me and yeah. Did you know Shangler is an Aussie word for... The next movie we have is Gladiator, and Russell Crowe is a fantastic actor. This movie, he got this movie an Oscar for Best Actor. What else do I need to say? Another mind-blowing thing of this movie has been nominated for 12 Oscars and won 5 of them. Next up we have Lord of the Rings, and I don't understand how the hell this franchise got this much popular. It is so boring, I had to switch to 2x, damn it, 2x. So I'm not going to talk about this franchise, did not like it at all. That was the end of action adventure genre. The next genre we'll be taking into consideration is thriller mystery. We have 2 movies here. Both have a very similar plot. The first is Shutter Island. Starring Leo, this is a beautiful mind-bending experience. I know many of you are not going to understand this movie, but I also know that I understood this movie. So I'll just tell you guys what my understanding for the movie is. So when at the end of this movie, he understands that I'm the crazy one who killed his own wife and she's the crazy one who drowned her own children, and we all think, damn, he's back now. But he goes into the madness again, so the hospital decides to do the thing with him. He says this dialogue, which would be worse, to live as a monster or to die as a good man. This means he has embraced the reality, and that reality is so tough he doesn't want to cope up with it. So simple, he avoids the reality on purpose. I'm just thinking about the people who fail to understand this movie. They'd be like, he's 16. What? How the hell did he figure that out before us? I'm Indian. I'm born intelligent. I'm going to contradict myself here because the next movie I'm going to mention, I didn't understand it. Name of the movie is Memento. I wouldn't recommend this movie to all of you because the movie is boring for awesome people like me. I failed to understand this movie. I was confused when it ended. I could say it's similar to Shutter Island. Same plot, where the crime committer makes his own life story into another man's story. You know the drill. I mean, if you have some kind of fetish, you like to see things in reverse, you like to bend your mind so much, you have a lot of patience, this is the movie for you. Rest of you who are like me, don't watch it. You're gonna get bored. I was bored, but I had to endure through it for you guys. So now the next genre I'll talk about is action. I've talked about action adventure earlier in this video. Now I have kept these both separated because I think that action and action adventure genres are two different things. Action adventure has a lot of other stuff, it has great visuals, it has more characters. So according to me, action adventure is better than action. Except John Wick is better than all of the action adventures out there. Not kidding. So the first movie in this genre is Kill Bill. We only have the first movie in this list, but well, if you watch the first, you're anyways going to watch the second. The director of this movie is Quentin Tarantino. I will not praise him now because I have praised him earlier in this video. You know what? No one can beat Quentin Tarantino when it comes to making action. He's the fucking Godzilla when it comes to making action movies. Sorry.
I couldn't resist.
He's the best action genre director this earth has ever seen. You have Chris for sci-fi, you have Quentin for action. Talking about the movie, it has great action, obviously. It's also R-rated, so it is a treat to watch all those cutting with Hanzo sword. Although this movie franchise is great, I was not satisfied with the ending. I mean, Quentin's other movies like Django or Inglorious have satisfactory endings. Alright, I forgot to remove my spectacle. I am not going to repeat that part, so I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Now the next movie in this genre is V for Vendetta, and I'll have to say this movie will keep you hooked till the end. Natalie is an exceptional actress, and Hugo, I wanna make a bed made of his voice and sleep on it. Yeah, I'm not sorry, Clubber Lang. You remember Nora Jones? Anyways, I like the ideology of this film very much, but I fail to understand many things. So if any of you know the solution to that, comment, because the last thing I want to do is watch those explained videos narrated by people who don't know shit about what they're talking. First thing I fail to understand is why the hell did he fake that arresting of Hammond? Why did he torture her so much? Even Thor would shit in his pants if he gets to know what he did to her. Ladies and gentlemen, what he did to her was so brutal. He cut her hair. Do you know how painful it is when people call you 11 instead of Hammond? I'll cut it. I just like to make jokes. One more thing I didn't like about the movie is that dictator, or shall I say chancellor. I mean, he could be better, like Hitler killed. The next genre is crime genre, and it has two movies, Joker and The Departed. Now, I have not watched The Departed. I am sorry, I failed to watch it because the only thing I've been doing for the last 5 days is watch movies, and at some point of time, you don't want to watch movies no more. Talking about Joker, nominated for 11 Oscars, won 2 of them, one for the best actor because of Joaquin Phoenix. I'll just say it. I'll do the dirty work for you guys. I'll say, you want it? You want me to say it, right? I want to say it. You want me to say it. Everybody wants to hear it. So here goes. Heath Ledger is better than Joaquin Phoenix, or shall I say, was better than. But Joaquin nailed it. This genre is my as well as everybody's favorite genre. We're talking about superhero genre, more like mainstream genre. We have 9 movies here. Best of them is The Dark Knight. I can't believe this. Christopher Nolan managed to get all 3 of the trilogy's movies 1 million plus votes on IMDb. And god damn, this trilogy is good. No one played Batman better. No one. No. Robert, no. You played it well. Everybody was impressed, including me. But Christian was better. Honorable mentions: Liam Neeson, Morgan Freeman, and how can we forget the man who Batman himself works for. Ladies and gentlemen, Alfred is played by Michael Caine, who stars in Interstellar, Inception and The Prestige, which I mentioned earlier in this video. Also, the background music used in this trilogy is awesome. Hans Zimmer, again, is a beautiful composer. I would especially like to talk about the second movie of this trilogy because Heath Ledger starred in it, and we all know how good he portrayed Joker. It's fascinating how great actors can act and leave an imprint of their image in your mind for the rest of your life. I really felt bad that we lost such a great actor, but well, shit happens. The thing about this trilogy, it is so impactful not only because Christian Bale has played Batman so well, but because it also has great villains. The casting of the villains is perfect. Heath Ledger, Liam Neeson and Tom Hardy are perfect. When it comes to casting, Christopher Nolan is great. So according to me, the Dark Knight trilogy is indeed this century's best. The next movie in this genre I want to talk about is Deadpool, and Ryan Reynolds has played Deadpool very well. I have made a separate video on awesome movies starring Ryan Reynolds where I have told you guys how and why I like Ryan Reynolds. Deadpool is Ryan. Ryan is the face of this movie. We all know how hard he has worked to make this character a reality. The kind of stuff I like in a movie is whether it is R-rated or not. I like R-rated movies so much because they show you the stuff you can never imagine. And by the way, I'm so excited for Deadpool 3 releasing in 2024. I'll punch my ID in the face of that guard. I love Hugh Jackman's work in Logan. So Deadpool is a crazy experience. Warning, after watching this movie, there's a high chance that you might fall in love with Ryan and consume all his other movies. So there's that. The next movie is Avengers Endgame, and I'm not talking about it. Everybody has watched it. I mean, everybody has watched it. The people who don't know shit about Marvel, have not shit about Marvel, watched nothing about Marvel, went to the theaters and watched Avengers Endgame. Anyways, next up we have Avengers Assemble and Avengers Infinity War. Guys, these are Avengers movies. You have watched it. I know it. You know it. You watched it because, even if you didn't like it, you needed to survive in those school talks. So you watched it under peer pressure. So there's no point in me wasting my energy to tell you to watch these movies. Iron Man is also in this list. RDJ is a phenomenal actor, blah blah blah. Guardians of the Galaxy is also very hilarious. Now I know what you're wondering, why the hell is he talking very less on Marvel? That's because every other YouTuber on this planet is doing that, and I don't like to repeat things. If you're here watching my video, I'm here to give you a different experience. Almost. I don't want to tell you things that you already know because this is a different channel. Things here are done differently. I share my experiences, feelings, my oddly aligned thought process. So, that was the end of superhero genre. Now in the biography genre, we only have Wolf of the Wall Street. Take my word for it, you're gonna enjoy this movie. There's all sorts of stuff in the movie. Insane experience watching it. It was kind of an inspiration for me actually. I do want to live an awesome life like Jordan Belfort. There's one more movie, I did not know where to fit it. Avatar, again, like Avengers Endgame, everyone has watched it, so not gonna talk about it. Awesome movie. The second part is also very awesome. I have made a separate dedicated video on that part. You can watch it, link in the description. Finally, we've come to the conclusion of this video. I think I've mentioned all the movies with 1 million plus votes on IMDb except the animated one and that Eternal Spotlight, whatever, the Jim Carrey one. I have had a beautiful experience making this video because now I have watched the best movies of this century. It would be really nice if you subscribe. Thank you for watching, like and share this video. Live an awesome life.